Hey everybody, it's me over Jones back with a new video, Black Fatigue, or as I like to call it properly, nigga fatigue. I'm happy that it's being discussed on the internet and probably in people's day-to-day lives, like it has been, it was being talked about before. I think now people are they put a name, they kind of given it a label, before it was first was shell shock, then it became battle fatigue, and now we call it post traumatic stress disorder. I think, and then I felt I had a tinge of nigger fatigue when I first heard of post traumatic slave disorder. Like I'd never been a slave. I was never a victim of chattel slavery. Neither has anyone in this country have been a victim of chattel slavery since, uh, I guess you could say around the 1860s. I know there were certain state laws that were created that actually try to enslave those who were once free, or those who were given their freedom. But really, no one's been a slave since the 1860s. Yet some intellectual decided to come up with a phrase, post-traumatic slave disorder. There's so many things that just give you nigga fatigue. Can't keep things in your car because niggas will break in and steal it. Can't keep things outside your house because niggas will trespass and steal it. You can't wear certain colors because niggas will try to kill you because they think that you're one of the ops. Can't go to certain places at particular hours of the day because niggas will attack you. You can't be charitable at times where it seemed like it would be nice because niggas will take advantage and probably rob you and kill you in the process. You can't give niggas apologies because niggas they don't know what to do with an apology. They take it as a sign of weakness and then won't try to exploit it. We can't talk about we can't talk about issues dealing with crime without someone wanting to make up facts about what other people are doing when the focus should be on what niggas are doing to everybody on a daily basis. You can't have a particular political opinion without being called a name because niggas will think that you're trying to be high and mighty, you're trying to be uppity, you're trying to curry favors with white people. You don't care about black folks. No, really, they just don't think. No, it's black people who don't think like niggas. That's what it is. Black people they don't want to take advantage of policies that were created because of niggatry. Like I said before, gun control is a byproduct of niggatry, of Democrats banking on niggatry, or negative nigga behavior. Like I can't go to a gun so I live in as you guys know, I live in South Carolina and I love this state. The state's excellent. I hope to have more children in this state. I hope to raise my family. I hope to raise my family in this state. Because there's so many things I can do here that I cannot do in New York City because of a lot of niggatry up there as well. But down here, I can't go to a gun show and check out a firearm without having to deal with the rigmarole of undoing zip ties because niggas love to go to gun shows and steal guns. In fact, I was going to a gun show last year with my wife. I may even mention in the video. I was going to a gun show, and as we were pulling into the parking lot, a nigga was running out. Two niggas were running out. The one got caught. The other one escaped. The other one just escaped. and it come to find out, stealing guns. It was just part of a group stealing guns. And in fact, they still were part of a crew that stole guns from the show the day before and were going back to try to do it again, but they didn't realize they got caught on camera and they were identified. You can't go to And again, it's not bad. It is not bad here in South Carolina. But I've seen pictures and videos of how it is, like in New York City and San Francisco and Oakland and many other places that have been that are suffering from suffering from nigger fatigue. You can't go to a store and pull things off the shelf because things are behind plexiglass. I remember, I know it's crazy. I remember growing up in Brooklyn. It didn't seem strange to me that I would go to a go ahead and make the jokes about what I'm going to say. I would go to a K. I went to we had a KFC across the street from the apartment I lived in, and I didn't think it was strange that it was plexiglass all on the wall. And if you want what you wanted the food, you had to put money inside inside of a plexiglass Lazy Susan. They would turn it, they take the money, they put the food in the bag, turn it, you take it out. I didn't think anything weird of it. Actually, it was kind of cool because of the mechanical aspect of it. That's how I thought as a child. And looking back on it, I was like, wow, they were going through nigger fatigue. They were going through bouts of niggertry that forced them to put up plexiglass in order for people to buy fast food. And that's still going on to this day. We have not progressed past that because for far too long we could not have frank discussions about crime, about reprobate behavior, about lewdness, about foolishness brought on by niggas. And really, the people who really need to be talking about this are white people because because they deal with it constantly. I mean, yeah, black people deal with. Trust me, black people deal with it on a regular basis, but white people also deal with it, and they make up a majority of the country. So, if anyone needs to be talking about it, it should be them. But anytime they try to have a frank discussion about this kind of behavior, they can't do it without being called a racist, bigot, and all these other stupid names that Marxists have come up with to try to derail the conversation. But now we have a name for it. People call it black fatigue. I call it nigger fatigue. And I think it's something I think it's something that's going to be talked about a whole lot more. Trust me, it's always talked about on Ox channel. It's always talked about black conservatives' perspective. It's talked about plenty of times about Hodge twins, man. Oh man. There are plenty of YouTubers out there. Jericho Green, man, he talks about it. There are plenty of YouTubers. Salty Cracker talks about it. The Lotus Eaters, they can somewhat talk about it, but I gotta keep in mind they're in the UK and across the pond over there, they're arresting people for mean tweets. So thank God for the First Amendment over here. Thank God for the Second Amendment over here. But I'm thankful that I can live in a country where we're now getting the courage to talk about niggertry and its effect on American society. Because now we have a label, now we have a name for it. Nigger fatigue. I'm thankful. You can't have. It's even crazier. This is like this. You can't have a different political opinion because niggas will want to call you an Uncle Tom. Niggas want to say that you're cooning, that you're tap dancing for white society. All because you don't think niggas should get away with the shit they've been getting away with for far too long. You're gonna get called a name by bougie niggas. These high and mighty intellectuals that think that they're the town the 10th. Oh boy, I'm glad that we can talk about it. I'm going about my day. I gotta pick some stuff up before I head home. Hopefully, the next video I make is about me becoming a dad. So pray for me, pray for my wife, pray for our daughter. It's gonna be a drastic change in our lives. Hopefully, I can raise her up to be aware of the niggertry that is afoot. That keep her from suffering from advanced bouts of nigger fatigue. This video is something else. I mean, like I said, I ain't worried about being monetized because I gotta speak my mind. But please, tell me what you think. Have you suffered from nigger fatigue? Have you gone through bouts of encountering niggers on a day-to-day basis? You might be entitled to compensation. I hope there's a commercial like that someday. But please share your thoughts in the comment section. Like, share, and subscribe. If you enjoy this content, please check out my older videos. Look for new videos to come. If you want to donate to the channel, go to my YouTube homepage. Look for the PayPal link and the Cash App link. All donation amounts are appreciated. Any gripes, complaints? You don't like the fact I'm pointing out niggatry? Hey, send me a PM. I'll see what I can do to address them, but I cannot guarantee that I will stop highlighting what it's doing to our society. That's my video. Black fatigue, aka nigga fatigue, as properly labeled. I'm Edward Jones. You guys take care, be safe, stay strapped, and God bless.